big flakes falling straight down. You know how you can tell if it's nice, light, fluffy snow? You don't have to scrape your windshield. I love it. Well, needless to say, but I will say it, be careful if you are out driving today. The roads will be slick, and the most important thing is probably to keep your speed down so you have time to react if something happens in front of you. And watch out for the snow moving equipment. It is Friday, March the 14th, 2025, and another storm moves through today before we see a little bit of a break over the weekend, and then the progressive pattern continues into next week. But spring-like temperatures will be back, I think, by the first day of spring, next Thursday, the 20th of March, the spring equinox. But today it is still winter. Well, how do you like my white seamless background? If you don't like white, you're in the wrong place. Yeah, that was a full moon coming up late yesterday evening, or early yesterday evening, around 7:15. Just enough clearing. We were down by the snarl turn on Highway 395, and there was a total lunar eclipse last night. I got up at about 11:30 when it was in totality, but it was cloudy up here in town. I hope some of you somewhere else might have gotten to see that total lunar eclipse. And so another storm is coming through the area today with more snow. Mammoth Mountain reported about 5 to 8 inches of new snow yesterday, and we can expect more snow today with a little bit of clearing over the weekend, and then a couple more storms next week before spring weather arrives on the first day of spring, it's looking like. It is Friday, March the 14th, 2025. Hello everyone, I am Dan McConnell. It's Pi Day, not P-I-E, pi as in mathematics if you're into math. And if you're into math, 28 to 38 new inches of snow in the last 2 days up on Mammoth Mountain. And it was a big, deep day up on Lincoln yesterday if you're if you're willing to wait when Chair 22 finally did open. But today, 22 should open. Looks like it's not windy. This could be one of the colder storms of the season. But chairs 3, 5, 9, 12, 13, and 14 will not open, and the upper gondola not expected today. But the forecast calls for a short wave pushing through the area today that will bring more snow through early Saturday before we see a break with a weak ridge overhead over the weekend. But stormy weather is not over as another storm approaches on Monday and moves past by Tuesday, and then maybe another little storm after that. But it looks like the pattern is progressing north by the spring equinox, which is next Thursday the 20th. And now the long-range models show that warming trend by next weekend. So enjoy the winter snow while you can, because this could be it. Famous last words. Mother Nature might have something else in mind by in early April. A lot of times we get cold storms. It was 16 degrees at the main lodge and down at Mammoth Airport this morning, so mid-teens, and it won't warm up much today. 8 degrees up at the top of Mammoth Mountain, and 23 here in town first thing in the morning. Then the temperature actually dropped early in the morning, and so I don't think it'll warm up much at all. It's also 23 degrees over at June Mountain, but it was a good day over at June yesterday. Not much warming expected today, maybe near 30 degrees in town, and it'll stay in the teens to low 20s up on the mountain, so dress warm if you're headed up there. And Bishop will struggle to get to 50 degrees. The chance of snow down there. The Mammoth Lakes Repertory Theater play POTUS, whatever. It's not about the president, but it's a comedy that opens tonight over at the Mammoth High School stage at 7 p.m., directed by Allison Page, and that is an adult play, by the way. And at Liberty, for adult entertainment also, Liberty's local party band, The Cold Without Pants, appropriately named, they're playing tonight and Saturday night over at Liberty Bar. They start around 9:30, 10, somewhere in there. On this day in history, in 1743, the first American town meeting was held in Boston. 1794, Eli Whitney patented the cotton gin. That's not for drinking, it's how to process cotton into fabric. 1900, the U.S. went on the gold standard, and in 1914, the Ford Motor Company started using their assembly line to assemble cars, which went from 12 hours to an hour and a half to put a car together. It's Albert Einstein's birthday, Hank Ketchum, astronaut Frank Borman, musician Quincy Jones, and comedian Billy Crystal. Also Chef Freddie Perel's birthday, Robert Yoki up at the Mammoth Twin Lakes Gallery, Aaron Smith, Matt Gordon, Kathy Anderson's birthday, and Mark Hendrickson would have been 50 years today. Rest in peace, Mark, and happy birthday to Mark Hendrickson. Also, Andrea Carnes Colasardo's birthday today, which reminds me, Sven Kummer, with which Andrea, Tony Colasardo, and Sven Kummer started Footloose back in the 70s here in this town, and Sven is responsible for the modern ski boot that still holds true today. And you're probably not a local if you don't have your cork footbeds that designed by Sven Kummer. Rest in peace, Sven. Also, Katie McWilliams' birthday and Joanna Kaler Harria's birthday. If it's your birthday, happy birthday to you. Do you like my white seamless? Make today the best day ever.